Who should get the engagement ring when the engagement is called off?
The engagement ring belongs to the buyer. The engagement ring belongs to the man.
Bruce Johnson bought a $70,000 Tiffany ring for Caroline Satino,
which is utterly ridiculous.
But on Friday in Massachusetts, the Supreme Court said no, the ring should go to the buyer. He says she might have been cheating on him.
This man believes that his fiance cheated on him.
I'm sort of sympathetic to her. I mean,
if you have been engaged multiple times and kept all the rings, that is psychotic behavior. That is an abysmal way to live.
The right thing to do would be to give it back, I think.
If she keeps the ring, that is a form of theft, and she should be jailed. Massachusetts, since you got this ring law right, please implement mandatory paternity test at birth. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Travis, and welcome to the IPH Theory. Also, I am one half of the Cultural Discussions. Please like, follow, and subscribe to both entertainment channels on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be in front of you guys today, but I have some disturbing things that I want to talk to you about, and it revolves and it regards engagement rings and why the engagement ring is not a gift and why the engagement ring is the property of the purchaser. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a video I want to play for you guys today, and then we are going to expand on that video. So bear with me. It is a 2-minute news clip, and I will be back with you shortly.
All right, so a court in Massachusetts has settled an age-old question. Who should get the engagement ring when the engagement is called off? Bruce Johnson bought a $70,000 Tiffany ring for Caroline Satino, but then during the engagement, things happened, and he says she might have been cheating on him. He ended the relationship. He also says she called him a moron. After that, he sues her, saying, oh, I'm going to need that ring back. Now, normally at this point, the courts in Massachusetts would try to figure out who's at blame, at fault for the relationship failing, and then the ring would go to the winner of that fight.
Wow.
But on Friday in Massachusetts, the Supreme Court said no, the ring should go to the buyer, calling it a gift that, quote, is inherently conditioned on the subsequent marriage. So, what do we think? Is that the right call, or should they go back to giving the ring to the person who's not at fault for the wedding failing?
I mean, I think that, most, I don't know.
Go back to you and Brian.
When
I
got the ring,
you got the ring.
I don't know if I would ever give it back. Someone's going to have to, pull it from my cold hands. But I actually like that this is the way it worked out, because it's hard for a court to decide who's at fault. I mean, couples themselves don't know who's at fault. It's a really hard thing to figure out. So I think it's better just to have a blanket rule, give it back to the buyer. As painful as it is to say, I'm sure she loves her ring.
I'm sort of sympathetic to her.
Are you really? She called him a moron.
Well, allegedly.
What do we think here in the studio? Should she give back the ring? No. No. Oh, everyone's saying no. Why, Patty?
No, yeah, I'm with you.
It was a gift, she says.
I agree. So the courts are saying, I think it's a gift. I think it's a show of love from somebody to somebody. And the courts are saying, no, it's essentially a promissory note. Mm-hmm. And you don't get to keep it until you seal the deal at the wedding.
The right thing to do would be to give it back, I think, for the ring receiver.
$70,000 though. She's a teacher. She's a teacher. This is like 2 years' salary. I mean.
So now we're going to disrespect the teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard what I heard. If you all see me looking down, it's because I have notes on my phone. And I have so much to say on this topic that I do not want to miss any points. Let us begin. I am in favor and approve of the Massachusetts court ruling. The engagement ring belongs to the buyer, or should I say, the engagement ring belongs to the man. This man bought a $70,000 ring, which is utterly ridiculous. I personally think that your ring shouldn't even cost $1,000. You don't need that much damn money on your finger. Now, I will say this, the price of the ring is not the topic, but like, how much should an engagement ring really cost? Or how much does your love cost? Is your love conditional? Yeah, it is. And we already know that. But anyway, I digress. The engagement ring is not a gift. The engagement ring represents his love, his appreciation, and his admiration for a woman who he believes should be his wife. Once again, the ring is not her gift. And if you believe that the ring is the gift, you are the issue, and you are erroneous. Furthermore, why would you want to keep an engagement ring if the wedding is off? What are you going to do with the ring? That negative way of thinking portrays how selfish and how arrogant and childish and egotistical that person is. Wouldn't you want to get rid of everything that reminds you of the separation or the breakup? If you have been engaged multiple times and kept all the rings, that is psychotic behavior. That is an abysmal way to live, and you lack maturation. Next, this man believes that his fiance cheated on him. Could you imagine if she really cheated on this man and actually kept the $70,000 ring? That would be a sad day. That day would be filled with mourning and sorrow. That day would be one of the most lonely, depressing, and sickening days that you could ever imagine. Gentlemen, buy the ring and put insurance on the ring. Gentlemen, keep your purchasing agreement. You know, the purchasing agreement has your credit card or your debit card on there. Whatever jewelry store or jeweler that you dealt with, as you walk in, the cameras are on you so that they know who you are. Also, if you're able to get a tracking device, yes, I said it, ladies and gentlemen, if you can get a tracking device placed inside the ring, I would suggest that as well. You know, I have a few jeweler buddies, so I'm going to tell them off top, you put a tracking device in here if you can. Also, if she keeps the ring, that is a form of theft, and she should be jailed. Gentlemen, please protect and secure your property. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is his property. He bought the ring, and he is the rightful owner. In conclusion, I salute the state of Massachusetts for getting this law correct. You all have saved many lives, and you all have saved many wallets. Lastly, Massachusetts, I have made this recommendation and this request for a global or a national mandatory paternity test at birth. Massachusetts, since you got this ring law right, please implement mandatory paternity test at birth. I'm not saying I don't trust my wife. I'm not saying I don't trust my fiance. I'm not saying I don't trust my girl. I am saying that I trust truth, and truth should be embedded in our laws. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Travis, and welcome to the IPH Theory. I am thankful that you are here. I am thankful for your patience, and I am thankful for your support. May God be with you and your loved ones.